Well, hello. Today I have my conference jacket on. This is the one that I kind of wear to conferences, and it allows people to identify, come up and ask questions and engage. I make it really clear, as you can see there on the back, that it's me. Anyhow, today on our journey to becoming an MVP, I want to talk about tracking contributions and the importance of tracking the content that you're creating and the value you're adding. Whether you like it or not, it's not just about, being an MVP is not just about doing stuff that's hidden away. People say to me, I'll just do it, and if I become an MVP, that's nice. Yeah, that is nice. If you're wanting to become an MVP, there are some proactive things that you need to do. The reason Microsoft awards the MVP is for people that are visible in the community, adding value, right? But one of the things, what happens at a point in time, if you get nominated, and when you get nominated, Microsoft staff are going to need to look at evidence of what you've done. And you can make it a lot easier for them if you can provide a list of things that you've done. So this advice I actually received over 8 years ago from a guy called Mitch Milam. He's no longer an MVP, but he works for Microsoft. And that's the reason why he's no longer an MVP. He's an amazing guy, teaches courses on JavaScript, and he knows his stuff from good old Texas. Anyhow, this was the advice Mitch gave me. He said, Mark, to make your life easier, each year, Microsoft, when it comes time to renew, are going to ask you for your contributions. And if you've done it every month, if you've just listed down your contributions, whether you've spoken at a user group, whether you've written a post, whether you've mentored somebody, whether you've done a podcast or a how-to video, no matter what it is, make sure you record it each month. So create a spreadsheet, January to December, if you want to do it like that, and each month put the date, what you did, and then here's the evidence. You need to provide a link to prove that it was done, whether it's a blog post or a post on YouTube, or if you attended the conference, what was the conference, or if you mentored people, who are you mentoring, right? You need to provide that information, or it could be a forums that you're contributing to, and then you might aggregate and say, okay, this month I did 200 responses in the forums, or answered 200 questions that were valid as yes. Whatever it may be, whatever you do, write it down. Because at some point, you're going to make the person that's assessing whether you're coming into the program life easier and more inclined to award you if there's a good body of evidence. Most times, when I hear of MVPs, or aspiring MVPs, I mean, not getting through is because there's not enough evidence. And I've seen it time and time again. Often, us MVPs talk, we go, hey, that person will be a great MVP. That person's been doing lots of contribution. And then, when they get assessed, it's considered that they're not doing enough because there's not enough evidence. So get yourself Excel, fill it out, put in your contributions for each month, and make the life of the person at Microsoft assessing whether you should become an MVP a lot easier. You can send that, if you have that one nice tidy spreadsheet with that information, and you will increase your chances of becoming an MVP. I will say one thing. Make sure your contributions are valuable. How do you assess whether something is valuable? Whether there's an audience that is engaging with your content and finding it valuable. So as I said, a couple of things to track in that spreadsheet. The date, the link to it, the topic, what was it? What does it align to? Is it Power Apps, or is it Flow, or is it Dynamics, or is it SharePoint or Office Reset? What does it align with? Put a column in there, that's very helpful. And then if there's any evidence, if you had 50 people attend, your user group presentation, put a link to, if there's somewhere that those stats are collected, or if it's your website, you should be able to see the number of people that have actually viewed your post, okay? There are ways of tracking this. We've got technology. Anyhow, I recommend track. You'll make the person's job a lot easier to assess whether you should become an MVP come nomination time. I hope you found that helpful on your journey to becoming an MVP. I hope to see you in the program real soon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or request or comment below. And of course, I'll be back again next week. Bye for now.